All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to continue our road to 100,000. So after I think it was 4 episodes, we're up $5,106. This is our bankroll of 5K. Um, and so what we're going to be doing is I'm going to run the hop sevens. I'm also going to be running the modified inside spread with pressing after each win 1 unit, as I described in my last video. And I'm also going to perhaps, depends on whether or not the setup is there, you'll see a sneak peek of the 410 anchor hedge, but I won't explain or lay bare the glories of the strategy or the mindset. I'll just do it, and so you guys can kind of witness it and see it, perhaps if the setup happens. Um, but we'll go deeper into that with Zach this weekend. But I am going to try to implement it. So again, the inside spread with the hop sevens to balance, and then an occasional 410 to increase profitability. And here we go. All right. So we'll start. Before I do anything, I'll just roll out, wait for a 7 in classic drunk guy fashion. 2 8s in a row. 9, 5. And again, guys, remember that the rolls are random. 100% every time, rolls are random. The only reason why we practice at home is to train ourselves to A, be comfortable with higher levels of progression for those odd moments where we might have to put $1,000 plus on the table. It's nerve wracking. But if you've been there a dozen times at the practice table at home and you've seen the resolution and the return of your capital and a safe exit, then when you get to the casino, yeah, there'll be adrenaline. There'll be the pucker effect, as we call it, but you'll have the confidence in the math to make that bet without hesitation, which is what you need to do. Because really, I think most people falter in this when on those rare occasions where you have to throw down a lot of money on the table. If you chicken out and don't have the cojones or the chutzpah, if you will, to make that bet confidently, because you're trusting the math and you've seen it play out at your table a dozen times, then you're going to end up losing money because you abandon the progression partway through. So that's really the only reason we practice, is to train ourselves. It's not to do anything else. So it's basically to train our emotions and help ourselves. There we go. There's our 7. So I'm not up yet, so I'm just going to start with table min 6 and 8. And I usually wait for 3 sevens, 3 single sevens without a second 7 to start my progression, just for a little bit of extra cushion to start my progression on the hop sevens. I'm not going to do the pass line mayhem at the moment. I could, but I'm not a huge fan. So it just gets a little hairy at times. All right, so we just lost $18, 6 and 8, no big deal. So we'll push this up to 30. $30, 6 and 8. And this is as high as I'll go. If I lose here, I'll just come back up with 30, see if I can hit it a couple times before I come back down. 9. All right. So point is 9, and that's good. We're off. Now I think Charlie sometimes will do pass, don't pass, and then if a 9 is hit, he'll hedge it and go for 1 or 2, maybe 3 rolls to try to hit a 6 or an 8. I think it's a good call, but I'm going to be a little more conservative than that at the moment. All right, 7 out, working, $30, 6 and 8. 5, there we go on the other side. And we're off. 7 out, look at that. Back on. 6, there we go. It's about time, huh? That was overdue. All right, so we could do a couple things, right? So we've got $60. We just made 70. So we could spread out now, drop back down and spread out to 66 inside because we've covered that now. We just covered our winning, our losses from before with the, what was it, 30, 34, 36 inside, just on the inside. So now we're back in profit. We could reduce. I'm going to turn off for a minute and we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how we want to roll this. 7. All right, so we're just going to go ahead. We've had a lot of 7s on and off, alternating numbers, so we're just going to go ahead and roll it with the $30 6 and 8 one more time. 5 off. Excuse me. 4. So I think, by the way, that's been 3 single 7s. By the way, that's first 4th thrown also. So I'm only going to be waiting for 3 here, as you can see. So I'll show you why in a minute. 4 first 4th thrown. We've had 3 single 7s, so next time we're going to start our hop 7 progression. These bets are off. 8, 11, 10, first 10 thrown. 9, 6, 6, 10, second 10 thrown. 11, 6, 8, 7 out. Okay, so working again. We're going to stay up at the $30 level one more time. It's not a problem. We're not worried. 7, working. These reset. And we're going to start our hop 7. So the way that my hop 7 progression works, if you guys look on the Discord group, there's a link to my spreadsheet. It starts, you repeat each level once. So it starts 1-1-1 because you were betting on each of the 3 dice combinations, right? The 1-6 combination, the 2-5 combination, and the 3-4 combination. So that's what each of these bets. And unlike this, when you're hopping, it's not 5-1, it's 15-1, and then 2 of your bets lose. So it's almost the same. It makes a difference later on in the progression, but call it the same for now. So this would pay out 15-1. So it would be a $15 payout for this if I hit a 7 right now. But you repeat each level, so it's 1-1-1 twice. So next time I'm going to come back up with 1-1-1. And then it's going to be 2-2-2 twice. 3-3-3. 4-4-4. And then we're going to jump to 8. And then 16. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4 is in a row. And then after that, after 4, once you hit 4, it's double. 8, 16, 32, 64, and so on and so forth. All right, so we hit our 7. We're hopping and we're working. Here we go. 6, beautiful. So we lose the $3, no problem. Don't cry over spilt milk. $35 here. Now, that's the second time we hit at this level. So we're going to say we're now definitely in the profit because we made back on that first roll. We made back what we lost, the plus $4 or whatever. Now we're $35 in profit. So now is a good time actually to go ahead and let's just, for a couple rolls at least, maybe nothing crazy, I'm going to swap a nickel out for 5 singles here so that I can make that bet proper. And then put those here. And then we're going to keep these 18. So that was a 6. We're going to turn them off. Okay, so since the point is 6, we're going to turn these bets off. But now we know that these are all profit here, right? So we're happy about that. And here we go. So just so you guys know, when I'm in the casino, I know I'm at the 1-1-1 level for the second time. So I'm going to come up with $3 for the next 7. So I'm going to put that right here. And I also want to remind myself that my next top 7s bet is going to be 6. So I want to put that here just so that I can keep track of where I'm at. All right, 6 is 2-2-2. So, all right, here we go. 11, 2, 6, point is made. 9, point is 9. 12, 5, 9, point is made. All right, so that's 2 points made. Now, it's a $15 table. I will not play the field. I never play the field from my understanding and the numbers that I've run, and I had a buddy run a simulation. No matter where you start, you have to wait for like 9, 10, or 11 no fields before you ever can start a progression like we do. It's really not worth it. So I will never play the field. So just for the sake of this video, we're going to call this the don't pass right here. So this, if I ever bet on the pass line, it'll be here, and this is don't pass. So this right here is don't pass. So we're going to go ahead and do this to signify that, so there's no confusion. That's my don't pass. All right, so all right, bet on the don't pass. It's a little bit more aggressive. It's only $15 though, so we're starting base. Point is off. 6 and 9 have already been made. 12. I think that's a push on the don't pass. 10. All right, so we're on the 10. First 10 thrown. 9. 5. 12. 6. 7 out. Okay, perfect. So made $15 on the don't pass here. Fire bet reset. All right, let's see. And we're working. Remember, this is all profit, so it'll be a little entertaining here. Here we go. That's reset as well. 10, back up on the 10. Okay, so we're gonna turn off here. 10, second 10 thrown. 9, all right. 7 out. So we're working again. Reset that. Reset this statistic as well, and we're working. 10, back up on the 10. We got a lot of 10s coming here. We're off. 7 out. Look at that. Back working. Reset. Reset. Here we go. 9. Doesn't do us any good. And I didn't bet on the 7 on the hops. That's okay. Off. Wouldn't have mattered. 9. Point made. 11. 5. Sister numbers. 7 out. All right, so we got to get back up on the hops. We've been forgetting to do that. Working. Reset all this. 6. Beautiful. All right, so lose the hop 7. This 18 pays 21. Turn these off, but we'll press it. Press it. Lock up the 15. Turn the bets off. And here we go. 8. So the next in my hops, so let me trade out. 5 for 5. So I can continue my hop 7 progression. The next number is going to be 6 for the second time. 8 was just rolled. Doesn't do us anything. 6 point was made. Oops, dice off the table. It was a 5, but nobody cares. 10. First 10 thrown. 6. 4. First 4 thrown. 11. 2. 11. 7 out. So these are going to be working. Reset this, reset that, reset those. And we're going to go hop 7s for 6. Working. 6, beautiful. So that pays 28. All right. This loses. We're happy about that. Okay. Oops. All right. So we're going to be pressing this by 6 again. And it looks like that's actually now 30. So we've actually progressed that to 30. Okay, and we're off. Here we go. 4, first 4 thrown. 10, first 10 thrown. 8, nobody cares. 6, point made. 8, point is 8. 11. 11. 9. 5, sister numbers. 8, point made. Second point made. Now these are the two most common numbers to be made. So we're going to go ahead and bet our $15 don't pass. 7, so we lose that 15. Come back only with 25. No need to be aggressive at all. We're working. I know Charlie doesn't work if it's not, if it's a, I'm sorry, those are still, that was a come out roll. Those are still there. So I know Charlie typically doesn't, he plays more conservative. He does not count a 7 as a 7, so to speak, to turn your bets on if it's a come out roll and it's in the middle of a longer roll. I don't think personally, mathematically, it makes a difference, but to each his own. It's not a problem. Anyway, so here we go. So I'm setting up. After that 7, I'm coming up 6 hop and 6, and I know my next bet is going to be a hop 9 because it's 3-3-3, and I'm going to do that twice. So let me set up the next 2 bets, and I'll know exactly where we lie with the hop 7s. So we're prepped here. We're working here. We're waiting for that come out. We're at 25 here, and let's roll. These are reset, by the way, with that 7. 7 again. All right, so this is only 222, so it pays $30. Not bad. Okay. So that resolves that. And then this is reset, so we can lock that up and start over from the beginning, our hop 7's progression. These we lose, but keep in mind, we actually only lost 18 twice, right? So 36. We only lost 36. All that rest was winnings that were pressed. So it doesn't even matter how much it was. So since we had a couple wins, I'm going to come right back up only with the same. I'm not going to go ahead and press to 30-30 at this point yet. I don't think we're up quite enough. I think we're just going to be a little more conservative and stay at table minimum for now. There's no reason to push it. So we're still working after that 7. That come out 7, and we're at I think this might have been a loss. No. The 15 before that. I think that's okay. I might go back and edit and see if I can figure that out. I might put a note below. But I think that's where we're at. I paid out the hop 7s. No, because we had to hit it come out 7. Okay, we hit it come out 7, and that's why we turned our bets on. And that's why this went from 15 to 25. So we did lose the 25. And so now we're up to 50. And it's still a come out 7, and we're still working, but we're still only at 15. And you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and push it up to 30-30, just because I know we did hit a couple of nice rounds that last time. And I think we'll do this, and if when we hit once on the 30-30 level, we're going to reduce down to 18-18. 6, beautiful. So 30 pays 35. We're going to reduce back down to our 1818. And we're turning off, but at the same time, we are going to press part of those winnings on the 6. So again, like I said, this may be very different from how Charlie recommends playing. But based on the principles and some of the more conservative things, this is kind of my take on it. But so, love it or hate it. 3. I think the point is being much more conservative and not having the breakneck progression that I showed you guys in the first several videos of this road to 100K. 7 out. There we go. All right, so we're out there. 50 pays 50, so that's good. That made us $10 as that whole gambit there. That's our first single 7 and reset this. And we're working. 6, look at that. There we go. So that pays 28. And again, we're going to go ahead and press by a unit, which puts us up to 30, and turn off. Okay. Again, we're off. 4, first 4 thrown. 3. 7 out. Working. Off. Reset. That's the second 7. So since our first bet on the hop 7s is 3, 1, 1, 1, every time I hit a single 7, I'm going to just drop another single here so that I know when I get to the third one, I know it's time to bet that 3. 6, there we go again. Perfect. Couldn't have happened more perfectly. I think when I was with Charlie, he was saying that once you get to the $30 level, instead of pressing 1 unit, you can press 2, up 12, and I like that. We're already up. Let's just enjoy this a little bit more and be a little bit more pushy. Off. All right. And that's 6, so the point is 6. And here we go. 9. 5, sister numbers always. 8. 4, first 4 thrown. 10, first 10 thrown. 4, second 4 thrown. 8. 6, point is made. 7 out while the point is off. We're still going to go working. These reset. That's the third, potentially single 7. We'll see what happens here. 8, beautiful. Not as beautiful as a 6, but we'll take it. That pays 21. So now we're up to 24. 8, and we're off. That was the third 7, so the next 7 we're going to do the hopping. And we can get our second bet set up. Three, and die off the table. 6, 3, 4, first 4 thrown. 8, 8, 7 out. Working, reset, reset, reset. Hop the 7s. 12. Nothing happens. That's lost. Cycle these down. Okay. And we're turning these off. I always turn off when there's a non-winning on the first one. I'm just not going to mess with it. It's bitten me in the past. 8. 4, first 4 thrown. 8, point is made. Love it. 8 again. Back up on the 8. 6, 4, second 4 thrown. 2, 3, 8. Point is made for the second time. 9. Point is 9. 5, 10. First 10 thrown. 7 out. All right, so these reset. These are working. This is off. This is off. Second time at the $3 level for the hop 7s, and here we go. We're working. 7. All right. So we lose the pressing, but that's all right because we made a good amount getting up to that level. Remember, every time we pushed higher, we made some solid profit. So we're just treating that as 18-18. So we're just going to come up with 30-30. Nothing dramatic, still working. On the 7, this pays 15. We lose these 2, but it pays 15. And we're back to square one, sort of, in our hop 7s. So we'll wait to see what happens. I know in one of the videos I think Charlie had, he showed us a hop 7s progression where you always press the winnings. I don't do that. I just play for 1-7. I found the math works for me better. But 9. Okay. Now we're off. 4. First 4 thrown. 6. Second 4 thrown. And this is where, again, I think it might be a good thing to go ahead and balance this down here with the pass, don't pass, to be able to hedge in order to hit 1 or 2 here. You know, you can see we would have just made $35 on that 6 that came before the 4 or whatever. But I think it depends on how much you're up and where you're at. It's an optional. It's a little aggressive because you have to put, in order to cover your 60 out here, you got to put 90 to balance that, so you risk losing 90 with a single roll. So it all depends on how much you want to gamble, you know. Here we go, 8 again. 9, point made. 6 back. All right, on the 6. That's a second unique point. 7 out. All right, so we're working. We're off. We're reset. We're reset. That was our first single 7, potentially single 7. 4. Up on the 4. We like that somewhat. Now notice, I will never hedge the 4 and the 10 on the first roll when it's a come out point ever. 7, working, reset. It's a second potential single 7. All right. 7. All right, so that did not prove true. These are lost. So we could come back up with 30-30. We're doing pretty well. I think we're up. That's 100, probably 120-ish. So I feel comfortable pressing to 60-60. It's not a huge deal. And we're still going to be working. We've had a good number of 7s in a row here, so it's reasonable to press it a little bit. Again, I don't like the 5, 8. See, that would have done it, but a dollar lost, a dollar missed is not a dollar lost. Point made. 10, first 10 thrown. 8, point is 8. Oh no, that was 5 and then the 10, so the point is actually 10. 10, point made. Second 10 thrown. We're getting there, almost to the anchor hedge. Almost to the anchor hedge. You guys get a sneak peek. Again, we're going to do that. We're going to go into depth. Ooh, nice. All right. Back up on the 10. It's not the third unique point, so we're not going to start this progression, although we might be able to start the reverse martingale if we're being a little on the aggressive side, but I won't. Instead, I'm going to do the anchor hedge, which Maybe not. Maybe not, because we're too deep. Let's just reduce down, and let's do the pure anchor hedge here. Trade out $5. Okay. So that I can do 3 and 3. So we're doing 18 and 18, which means we've got 36 inside. $100 no 4. No 10. We'll pay, if a 7's rolled, we lose 36, but we make 50. So it's a win. The only thing that hurts us is a 10, but you'll see with the anchor, it's not a big deal. 7. So we'll buy back the 36 here. So 14 minus the $1 VIG, I think it is. $2 VIG, maybe. I think it's $2 on $50 win. So instead of 34, we'll just, no, instead of 14, it'll be $12. Okay. So we make $12 on that. That's the difference after subtracting this just to buy back. But we're working. That's our first single 7. We're going to come down off this. That's off. And we'll reset. Here we go. Working. This is our first potential single 7. Now you remember last time we were just up at 60 before we did the anchor hedge. So I'm actually going to pop back up to 60 for a second because that's the level we were at before we went ahead and did the anchor. So we're at $60, 6 and 8 working. These are reset as well. And here we go. 9 doesn't do us anything. We're going to turn off here. And we're rolling. So that was a single 7. Good. 7. All right. Working again. Points off. Second potential single 7. 3. All right. Off. 12. 5. 11. 6. 7 out. Working. Off. Potential third single 7. 9 again. See these. See, that's why I was doing and maybe I'll do this at the first level. That's why I like to do the 5 and 9 because they happen so often, it feels like. So that might be the first level we do. Once we get out of this, when we go back to table minimum, we might branch out a little bit. So that was a 7. So now we're going to hop the 7s because we had our bet set aside. Let's get the next one set up and the next one after that set up. And here we go. 11. Lose the hops. Turn them off. Try again. 5. Of course. 10. First 10 thrown. 9. 5. Point made. There we go. 6. Point is 6. 7 out. That was that right there. 7 out. All right. So working. Reset. 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 Hop 7s. 9. Love the sister numbers. 6. As the next bet, and we're off. 5. 8. 9. Points made. 10. First 10 thrown. 9. 6. 8. 7 out. Working. Reset. Reset. Hop the 7s for 6. Here we go. 9 again, these numbers. Okay, that's all right. Patience, patience. Off. So after the second level, it's 6. Our next level is 9. So I'll put 10 out there, knowing I got to give one. No, forget it. I'll just do the 9. Just do the 9. Off. 4, first 4 thrown. 5. 8. 7 out. All right, reset. Off. Hop it for 6. 8. Beautiful. There we go. All right, so 60 pays 70. So we're going to reduce down now. That's lost. All right, so now we're going to reduce down. 70 pays for the 60 before it and a little bit of the level before that. But what I think I'd like to do at this point, just get a little bit more loose because, not loose, but because we are a couple $100 up, $150 up or so. Let's branch out a little bit. Let's see how far this goes. We're going to also, I'm going to get a half a stack of whites here, of singles. So that's 10. Trade out there. So we're running out. We're going to need another hop 7s balance here. Okay. And we're gonna be working actually minimal all the way across on the inside. So 66 inside working. And if we lose this, we're just gonna come right back up with 66 inside working. It's not a big deal. 8, perfect. 21. So again, we're gonna press that by a nickel, lock up the 15, or press it by a unit. That's the point was made as well. And we're still working everything. Everything's still working. 6. So that's again 21. Press it by a nickel. 30. So technically we just made $30 and pressed these. So we just paid for these 2 bets on the outside. We're now only in it for 18 twice, so 36. But we've actually got 48 working. So we're in. It's nice. We actually have a lot more than that. We have 66 and 14. We got $70 working right now with only a $36 exposure technically, right? So it's cool beans. Here we go. 9, there we go. So that's also 21. Oops. 21. Press that by a unit. Lock up the $16. Still working because, again, we're in good shape. Point made. So that's our second in our martingale. This pays 28. Okay. And just because we're doing pretty well here. 12. That's a push. We're still working. There we go. All right, so again, we just lost a lot more than 66 inside. Well, about $18 more than 66 inside, but it's not a problem. We just lost 66 inside, at least in our heads, right? Had some good earning opportunities. This is lost. We're going to come back up with 25 on the don't pass. There's a come out 7 there. So we might, just because we're up enough, we might come up with 110 inside, even though we don't really need to. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Again, we're kind of judging and calling this because We're doing pretty well. Do 9 hop 7s for 9. We got a good portion of this. I mean, some of it covered anyways by our hop 7 progression. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with it. 8, beautiful. So that pays 35. So again, we've already just chopped in half our loss from last time, our setback from last time, up on the 8 again. So at this point, I'll turn off because we're at a 6 and 9 point. This is lost. And we're going to see how it goes. This is our second time at the 9 level. That's 333. So 444 is $12. So we got to come up with a $12 bet next on the hop 7s. And then it's going to be $12 after that as well. Six, 11, 4, first 4 thrown, 3, 7 out. All right, so reset, working, reset. That pays 25. Again, another $10 win on the reverse martingale strat. Come up with $9 in the hop 7s. Prep our $12 bet. Eight, beautiful. That pays 35. That loses. All right, so that pays 35. So we can easily reduce now down back to our 66 inside if we want to be, again, a little bit more on the fun side. And again, this might be a little bit more aggressive. Well, so no, we're going to turn off on the 8 after the 8 when the point is on the inside like this. I think Charlie rightfully would recommend turning it off because those are such high probability numbers. It's better to just kind of hang tight. So let's do that here. And now what's interesting is with the hop 7s, you can't really stop whenever you want to. You can only stop once you get out of this progression. Once the double 7 is thrown, then you stop and reset the progression. Until then, you're kind of stuck. 4, first 4 thrown. Second 4 thrown. 11. 8, point made. 3, 7 out. Let's come out 7. Doesn't affect this. This resets. We're still going to bet 12 on the come out 7. I'm in there. These were off. Apologize. But they were off because we're waiting for the 7. Working again on the come out 7 now. Looking for that come out. And here we go. 6. Beautiful. $12 hop 7s is lost. 12 is 444. Our next is 888, which is 24. So, which I know is annoying because it is what it is. It's annoying. So 6 is the second unique point established. That pays 21. And we are going to press that by a unit. And we're turning off because it's a 6. 8, 12, 8, 8, 9, 3, 6. That would have been quite the series for us, but dollar missed is not a dollar lost. All right, second unique point made. Let's do 15 on the don't pass. 8. Back up on the 8. Not the best for our don't pass, but we're at 8. There we go. All right, so we lose that. Come back up at 25. 4. That's a good don't pass number right there. First 4 thrown. 6. 6. 8. 7 out. Working. That pays 25. It's another $10 off the reverse martingale. That's working. This is reset. Now we play $12 on the hop sevens. Again, working. This resets. And here we go. 2. Doesn't affect us at all, except for the loss on the hop sevens. We just lost the 12, so we're going to be 24 next. 2 times. 7 out. Back working again. Come back up with 24. Lock up the 1. $24 hop sevens. Working. Ready to rock. Nine. Beautiful. All right, so that pays 21. Press it by 5. And we're off. This loses. Lock this up. And here we go. Three, 6, 9. Point is made. 5, 9, 3, 11, 8, 5. Point made. That's 2 unique points. Again, $15. 11. That loses on the back line there. So we're going to come back up with our 25. 6. Third unique point established. 5, 4. First 4 thrown. Oops. Dice out. Tip the dealers $1. 4. Second 4 thrown. 7 out. So this resets. Martingale resets. This pays 25. Another clean, easy $10 on the don't pass. Working. Here we go. And we're going to be doing the $24 again. I'll just pay for it with my own over here. 24 on the hop sevens. Working. Off. 6. That pays, so this is gone. That pays 28. Pressing it by unit means we press by 30, make it look like 30. I'm curious to see where exactly we're at in our overall profits, but we won't really be able to tell. It always feels like you're doing, trust me, I've had like, what the moments when I was running the hop sevens progression, because the deeper you get, the more money is drained behind you. But once you hit, the payout is so big, it's ridiculous. So it works out, it balances out. So we're up to 30. That's the second time we're up to 30 on the 6 here. So 6 is the point, and here we go. 9, 7 out. So we're working again. $48 now. 25, 35, 45, 48. $48. $48 on the hop sevens. We're working across the board here. 4. All right. So These are off. First, fourth thrown. And here we go. 9. Now the 4 was after the 7 because my hops were out there. So this, I believe, was off because that's why these bets were working. So that was my bad. So 7, 4, the point is 4. All right, we're getting there. 9, now the next roll. 5. 11. 3. 9. 5. 11. 6. 7 out. Working. Reset. Do 48 again. That's 3. 25, 45, 48. Hop into 7s. Working here. All right. 48, 96 is our next level here. Working. And here we go. 6, 30 pays 35. And let's do. I feel like it's been a while since I've hit a 7, a double 7. Obviously, it's been a while since I hit a double 7, so I'm only going to press by 1 unit instead of 2, which is a variant possibility. This is gone. All right, there we go. So these are off now, pressed by 1 unit there, and here we go. Let's roll it out. 4, first 4 thrown. 4, second 4 thrown. 10, first 10 thrown. 7 out. So we're going to be working again. These are off. Next progression, like I said, is 96. So we're going to do that's 75, 96. We're working. 11. Lose the 96. Make sure. There we go. Okay. Off here. 7 out. All right, so we'll do the 96 again. I think I'm actually going to need to. There's $5 and 20 makes 25 and 75 that makes 100. Trade that in. That's 75, 95, 96. Okay, and we're working. Bingo. Love it. Okay, so we lost a 66 inside. Nobody gives a crap, right? Nobody cares because we just got out of that hop 7s progression, which is beautiful. So we did lose 66 inside. We'll address that in a second. 96 across. Let me see. I have my hop 7s payouts here on my spreadsheet. Let me grab that for us. Okay. So at the $96 level, that was the second $96 level. And that matters only because $96. So net winnings is 480. Winnings less losses is 180. So we need to give ourselves $480. $480, which is nice. So we got enough greens. We'll get enough reds. What is that? Okay. So they will ask you, so 480. If we wanted to press right now, we would make only $84. We could press, keep it up there, and try to double our winnings on a third 7, come out 7, but I don't like to do that. I like to close out the progression and come down. The winnings are enough for me. So let's do this. I'm going to do 300. It's supposed to be 480 total. So 3, you know what, I'm just going to do 4, and I'll give it in red. 25, 50, 75, 80. So 480. Let's lock up the 80 here. Lock up the 400, and I always tell them, take me down. Because otherwise they'll let it play again, another round, and I don't always like doing that. So, reset the top 7's progression. We just lost the 66 inside. So we can come up with $60, 6 and 8 if we'd like. We'll just see how it goes. Can't hurt. And then we'll do a temperature check and kind of close out the session. I think we're about a couple, maybe $300 up right now. 10. All right, so off now. 10's the point. We'll just play out this shooter, and then we'll do a temperature check here. See where we're at. 10 point made. First point. Second 10 thrown. 4. First 4. 3. 7 out. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a temperature check. Again, super conservative. Super conservative. I'm going to go ahead and get 50 red, $50 in red. See if we can reset our stacks here. Those stacks are right. I need a little bit more in whites, so I'm going to change these up for reds. There's 25 again. I think I need 10 of those in whites. There it is. One left over. We got our full stacks, our 3 full stacks, and 4 less here, 4 less here. So that's our 5K. 3, 4. Swap that out for a black here. So we're at $466. Not bad. What are we at? About an hour. Lots of explaining, lots of talking. But again, notice we never got up like in some of the earlier videos. We just made 10%, right? Almost 500 bucks. Just under 500 bucks, just under 10%. We never got into an uncomfortable several $100s out on the table position. We're always just slow and steady, working mostly off the baseline bet. The most we ever had, I think, was 110 inside. I don't even think we got up to 210 inside. I think we did go up to $60 6 and 8, so 120 on the 6 and 8. But I think that's as high as we went. So again, this is what I'm talking about with the adjustments from the Vegas video I just did, the Vegas adjustments. Much more peaceful and calm, much more slow and steady, but at the same time, you don't see a great diminishment in the profits because, again, with the pressing, you're taking less up front, but you're giving yourself that ability to extend the profits. And then the hop sevens, I mean, you can't help but love it. It's really tough. It's really rare to get much beyond where I just got. Um, and if that seven had come one roll earlier, um, then it would have been a whole nother $100 in profit more than that. So, um, anyway, so lots of fun. Again, 10% in about an hour with literally no stress. Because if you think about it this way, it's much, much better. And again, I think this is Charlie's wisdom. It's much better to wait and be patient than to have those pucker moments where it's not fun anymore. Nobody likes to sit there agonizing as the dice are picked up and then are tossed across your vision while you realize and you look down you got $1,200 on the pass line, right? Nobody likes that. That's not why we play this. That's not why we work so hard at getting all this stuff straight in our heads. Not to put ourselves through that. So we'll call this the um the next the next video. I think it's video 5 in our road to 100,000. So this is where we were at before, in profit before. So when we add today's profit to this, we'll convert that to a $500 chip right there, just so everybody sees it. Those 5 blacks right there. Convert those to a purple. And then we've got 50, 60, 72. It's a good number. So $5,572 after 6 sessions, and we're on our way, slow and steady, to 100,000. Till next time, cheers.